Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to Stargrinding with Remblob. It's been a while, but I'm back here again to play some levels. As usual, we'll pick a page. Out of the recent. Then I'll go there. Okay, we got a normal. Okay. We got an easy episode this time, but you never really know how long like the 6-7 stars take, so it really depends, but I guess let's start. So I haven't done this in a while. I really have no excuse. As usual, and like as it has always been, procrastination has been a big problem of mine. For like my entire life, I do want to fix that, and I slowly am. I do feel like I'm actually more on top of things, and I'm only 2 weeks into school, but I'm still there. I'm still caught up. And I've been doing homework like not early, but like I haven't done any like last minute work or anything yet. I've been doing homework like a day or two early, and I think that's pretty hype. I think motivation and procrastination has always been like a big problem of mine, but I do think that I can fix it, and I kind of am. I mean, obviously I won't be perfect if I'm just starting out, but like I haven't posted a weekly schedule yet, but like being consistent in life is pretty hard, like especially on your own. If you're just on your own and you don't have like anybody like actively supporting you, but I think I'm making progress. It's a slow process. I'd ideally want to have fixed it, or not necessarily fixed it, but like just be better as a person by the time I move away from Hawaii to go to Oregon. And I mean, I say that like it's a given that I will be going to Oregon, but I do need good grades, and I think I will be able to get them. And I'm very motivated. Honestly, like ironically, I feel like I'm more motivated for school than like streaming and stuff now, which is really weird. I don't think it's ever been like that before. Like I had that. I have been streaming, but like I don't feel as much of a drive to do streaming stuff and like YouTube content like this, or like planning out streams and stuff. And it's not like I don't find it fun anymore. It's I don't know. It's really weird, and I'm not complaining. Like, I'd rather be demotivated for YouTube and streaming and motivated to do schoolwork than the other way around. But yeah, that's just how it is right now. And I use a to-do list app. I put stuff on it, and I normally get all my schoolwork done, but like I've had make another weekly schedule on it since Sunday, and haven't done that yet. I really, and like this is so weird. I procrastinated watching Your Name for a while. Like, I don't really know why. Because I guess, like, streaming's always been just, like, a thing that I do when I want. And maybe it's, like, my brain thinks that, like, I'm being forced to make schedules and make streams. And I kind of am. But it's not like I don't like doing it, you know? But I guess anything that you're forced to do, you're more likely to not do it. And like that's weird, because I don't necessarily feel like I'm forced into doing homework or anything. I just do it. I don't know what happened, but like I'm not complaining. I guess it's just because I have a lot more motivation to get good grades and to succeed than before. Maybe it's because I didn't fail, but I failed, you know, like I got an F on one of my classes last semester. I didn't get any grade higher than a B. Higher than a C, I mean. Like, I did bad last semester, and like, I think, honestly, like, I've never failed school that hard before. Like, I've gotten D's, I've gotten C's, but I've never flunked that bad before. Especially in subjects that I was also kind of confident. Like math, I expected to get at least a B, but I got a C in it. And so I guess I'm really motivated to like rectify the failure that I had, because I think a lot of the reason why I procrastinate a lot is because I've been in situations where like I have a ton of missing work due, or I wait to do a project until the very last minute, because like in high school it always more or less worked out, but like I mean, I should have seen this coming, but college is different, and like late work is normally not accepted, and a lot of your grade relies on tests. So, and I'd only just do okay, so also not doing homework on top of that really tanks your grade a lot. So I think honestly, like, Yoda's right. Like, failure is actually the best teacher, dude. It's pretty crazy, to be honest with you. But I did watch Your Name, so I guess I can talk about that. I enjoyed it. I think it was like a nice 7.5 out of 10 movie. I enjoyed it, but like I don't necessarily think that it was worth that it was as good as like everyone said it was. Like it was amazing and like the hype for it was unreal when it first came out. I mean, I enjoyed it. Like I thought it was a pretty good movie, but also like it's not I wouldn't say it's all around masterpiece. Like so the art is like actually amazing. The landscapes and scenery and just like even some of the character animations are actually beautiful. Like it's really good. I mean, this is the first one of Makoto Shinkai's movies that I've seen, and like I always see him referenced in like anime videos and like anime reviews and stuff, but this is my first time actually consuming one of his works, and it was a good first one to start off with. Also, I saw that a lot of people cried at the end, and I mean, I did get emotional, but I don't think it was enough to cry over. And like, I'm not saying that the people that cried are wimps or anything. I'm the kind of guy that's like, if I love crying. Like it's if you want something to be one of my favorite like pieces of media, like make me cry. Like I think at least 5 of what I would say would be my top 10 has made me either tear up or just full on cry. So like I'm not saying that it's bad that I didn't cry, it's just I didn't feel as emotionally attached as some people, and if you were emotionally attached, like all power to you. I wish I could have felt that. I mean, I did get emotional. I mean, we actually talk about the movie itself. I actually really liked how it started and how it was really fun how they would like write notes to each other when they switched, and how they kind of messed with each other's lives a little bit. Like that was really fun, but when it started getting serious and like I won't like majorly spoil it, but with the major twist and the whole plot of the comet that you see in the beginning of the video, I really liked all that part of it. Like the romance, it's not really romance, but that aspect of the story was really good, and how they try to find each other despite their situations it's really cool. What the hell? Why'd I die there? And you can't talk about Your Name without talking about that one scene after Taki drinks the sake. Like, oh my god, the art is just amazing. It's just amazing, dude. Like for a first anime movie that I've seen in a while, like anime original movie that I've seen in a while, it was really good. I mean, I wouldn't call it like amazing, but I really enjoyed it. I think it was pretty good. And yeah, that's my thoughts. But Remblob, watch Made in Abyss. Well, you should watch the Made in Abyss with me. Shut the fuck up. I know you're gonna type it anyway in the comments. I see you. But like I said, I will watch Made in Abyss after I finish up Attack on Titan / catch up with it. And speaking of Attack on Titan, like, oh my god, season 1 is why do I keep dying there, dude? Season 1 is actually so fucking good, dude. I know I said this a few episodes ago, and how it's like actually really good and really has really good character moments and stuff, when all I remembered from it was like really good action and it was really bingeable. But oh my god, like, it's actually so hype when Eren, again, like, Attack on Titan season 1 spoilers if you haven't seen it, when Eren picks up the boulder and like marches towards the opening of the gate, like, that's so good. Because he's immobilized for the first part of that fight, and people are losing hope again. But then when you see him, like, with the big ass boulder, with the music and like the rumbles of his stomps, like, oh, it's so goddamn good. And it's not even going to lie to you, like, it kind of hit me in the feels a little bit. Like, I've seen it before, like, multiple times, but when Rico, I'm sure you don't remember who the hell that is, but when Rico like breaks down crying and is like, everyone, your sacrifices weren't in vain, and she shoots up the flare, like, oh, it's so good, dude. And like, John, like, what a good character, dude. It's so good, dude. And I know it just gets better from then on. I'm not there yet, but the female Titan... Oh, shut the fuck up, dude. I'm trying to talk about anime here. This is so generic, what the hell? I've played this level before. But anyway, dude. And the whole... And seeing Erwin and Levi, it just gets me so excited for season 2 and 3, dude. Ah! If Attack on Titan's ending, or season 4, is really good, actually might become one of my favorite anime ever. And knowing that it just keeps getting better, Like, oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Dude, Attack on Titan is just so goated, dude. It's so good. And like, I am going to be clowned on probably for this take. I like the second opening more than the first one. Like, I know the first opening is classic, and it's still also like one of my favorite openings in anime, however overplayed it is. But like, I just really love. I'm in normal mode, by the way. Let's just hope I flick this. And I will say, the only reason why I like the second opening more is because of what the first opening does and how it ties in with the whole show, like arc-wise. And because the first half of the show is all about how terrifying the Titans are and the feeling of despair and helplessness through all of the Titans eating everybody's friends and family, and it goes off the fear and helplessness of the people. And like, I love it for that. It's really dark and bloody and depressing. But then after, through Aaron's actions as in his Titan form and how he seals up the wall, the opening changes and it's a lot more heroic and hype, and it's like, we've been under their oppression for too long and now we're gonna strike back, and it just fills you with like this really hype emotion. It's like, yeah, let's beat him up. And like, I obviously know how the story goes still, but it's just so good. And it is because of how the show is and how the first episode, the first opening, oh god, the first opening shows the despair of humanity, while the second opening kind of shows the heroism and the tenacity and the resilience of humans. It's just so good. Like, all the openings are just so goddamn good. And I haven't even heard the season 4 openings yet. Like, dude, oh, it's so good, dude. Why did I do that? But yeah. Very excited to finish season 1. I'm almost done with it. I'm on episode 19, I believe. So I have 7 more episodes, or 8 more episodes, including episode 19 to go. I'm excited because I actually don't remember much of what happens in season 3. I just remember the big plot points, but I don't remember the specifics of why everything happens. I'm excited for that. And I know I've clowned on Cookie. I know I've clowned on you for this Attack on Titan take. I'm actually genuinely curious, like, why do you actually think that the latest seasons are worse than season 1 and season 2? Because while I also am loving season 1 right now, everything in season 3 was just amazing. Like, better than anything the show ever had. Like, I'm not gonna spoil anything. Like, I'm not gonna talk about specifics, but the arc of part 1 of season 3 is one of my favorite arcs. That just might be my bias towards what actually, the type of story and what actually happens in that arc. But dude, and like part 3 of season 2 is just like, so many mysteries are finally unraveling and being told. Like, I genuinely am curious why you think that season 3 is not as good. Obviously, don't talk about season 4. I haven't seen it yet. But yeah, genuine question. Because even though I will disagree with you at the end of the day, it's good to see other people's thoughts. I know I've said, like, that's the wrong opinion, but pop off to you before. But as much as I would like to think, you can't ever have like a truly wrong opinion about fiction. And I think it's like, I've always thought this, it's way more entertaining to have people that disagree with you and have a discussion about said disagreements than if everyone just agreed on everything. Like, sure, we could both fanboy about how much better season 3 is than season 1 and 2, but it's more interesting to learn about why people disagree. Oh yeah, that's my Attack on Titan nerd out session for this episode. Let's see, what else have I done in the past few days? I streamed. I don't remember exactly when the last episode came out. Oh, I know for sure that I didn't talk about this. I made progress in the Jump King Goes to the Babe DLC. And bro, that shit is insane. If you know the map, I got to the House of 9 Lives. I was stuck in Malting Manor and Bugstock for a very long 4 hours, but I finally got out of Bugstock and I'm at a soft checkpoint, which is very exciting. I've gotten to the tower, the Phantom Tower as well. Have not passed it yet, but I have gotten to... I have been gaining more and more consistency at the House of 9 Lives, so maybe next time I'll get to the Halted Ruin, which is the area after the tower. Or maybe I might fall back down to Malting Manor and Bugstock. You never really know with Jump King, because it is a soft checkpoint, but heavy emphasis on the word soft. You can still fall all the way back down to the bog. But at least I know if I do fall all the way down to Bugstock again, that I'll be able to get back up pretty fast. Because I was getting really consistent at Bugstock and Malting Manor before I cleared it. So I have confidence now. That's the most important thing when you're playing Jump King. So that you don't give in to despair and give up. You also might need a little bit of insanity as well. I will admit that I'm insane for really liking Jump King. Okay, sure. Just die, I guess. You know what I've been getting into lately? This is gonna sound super lame and dumb and normie, but I've been getting into crossword puzzles lately. They're actually, when, like, I can't do like the New York Times ones that are like really hard, but if you know like most of the okay, fuck off. If you know most of the answers to the clues and like figure out the other ones and complete a full crossword puzzle, it's really fun actually. So far, I haven't been able to completely clear a crossword puzzle all on my own yet. I've had to use like, check what this word is, but they are pretty good, and they're a good brain exercise. It's not just brain rot osumania / super auto pets playing for hours on end. And I also got into the new trendy Twitter game that everyone's talking about. I started playing Wordle, and it's fun. That's kind of all I have to say about it, honestly. It's fun. It's a pretty fun word guessing game. I think I have a 6-day streak at this point. And I do like making number bigger, so it's been fun. Also, exciting news. Maybe not for like streaming, but just for me that I want to talk about. My family in summer, depending on COVID and all that, we might go on a trip to the West Coast and visit Las Vegas, San Fran, and then Corvallis, which is where Oregon State is. So I think that'll be really fun, and also more motivation to do well in school so that I can go to OSU, so we can go on that part of the trip and it won't be like depressing what might have been things. But I'm excited. I mean, if you really think about it, like January's almost over already, so it'll only be like 4 more months, which actually isn't that much time. I am noticing as I get older, time just goes by faster, and I know a big component of that is the pandemic making every day feel like the same thing. But you know, I've been enjoying this year so far, and it's been going by pretty fast so far and pretty smoothly. Like, it's almost February already. February is a week away. February is always fun because it's got a lot of family birthdays, and also not like I have a girlfriend or anything, but I mean, Valentine's Day is a thing. And President's Day is a holiday, so yeah. Just realized that my primary audience that watches this, that is so loud. What the hell, dude? My primary audience is non-American, so like, what the fuck is President's Day? But it's a holiday we have, so and February is a short month too, so that'll go by even faster than normally. Like, honestly, like the first half of the year, the first half of a new year is pretty goated, honestly. Like, of course, there's New Year's, like the hype of the new year. And there's plenty holidays, like from January to May. You got New Year's Day. You got Martin Luther King Day. You got Valentine's Day. You got St. Patrick's Day. You got Easter. You got Memorial Day. Mother's and Father's Day. Like, the stretch from like July to September, from July to October, is probably like the slowest part of the year, just because a new school year starts and it's like, oh, and it's like you know. But like the first half of the year is always pretty hype. Unrelated, I feel like I've actually gotten a lot better at talking through doing this, which, I mean, it was my intention with this series, but To actually see results is pretty cool. I feel like even in calls with people, I can actually have conversations and make jokes and stuff and not feel awkward or anything doing so. So life's going pretty well. I don't know if anyone else has noticed it, but fuck off. Actually, like, come on, man. I do talk a lot more now in calls. So, and I feel like I'm also, maybe it's all in my head. Maybe I'm not funny or anything at all. I straight up did not see that double spike. I don't know what happened, dude. But I certainly feel that way. And you know what? As long as I feel that way, and I'm also not annoying anyone or developing a big ego, I think it's fine. You know what they say? Don't kill the part of you that is cringe. Kill the part of you that cringes. Oh my god, dude. Another exciting thing. I'm just jumping all over the place today, but I might, if I go to OSU, I might be rooming with my friend from high school, and that's pretty hype. I have heard that it's generally a bad idea to live with one of your friends, but I feel like it's, maybe I'm just being optimistic, but I feel like there are a lot of articles that were like, we absolutely hated each other by the end of like college or something, or by the end of the year. But I think I could make it work, especially with the friend that I potentially will be rooming with. He's a responsible human being and a functioning member of society. And I feel like in the situation that we would be in if we were to live each other, that I would be the annoying one. So, and I mean, if I'm the problem, then I can fix the problem. So I feel like it could work out, and maybe it won't. Maybe this will be poorly aged, and I'll be like, "Oh, my friend." And I wouldn't talk shit about him behind his back, but maybe this will be poorly aged. But I think it would be fun. And it's not like we're like, lol, besties, oh my god. Like, we were good friends, but it's not like that, So, and he also like has rooming experience. What the hell? Like this first year he's had a roommate, so he knows what it's like to be a roommate. So I'll be able to like ask him like how I can be a good roommate and not be a piece of shit human being. I think we could make it work. It's and all of this just makes me like so much more motivated to do good in school as well. And while I do want to also put in equal amount of effort towards streaming and YouTube, school definitely takes priority. Like there's no question about it. And you know, I feel like once I get into a groove with school, then maybe I'll get into a groove with streaming. I'll be able to grow as a person, and as a streamer I'll be able to entertain better, and everything will be pog. Fuck off, you piece. Oh yeah, I beat Cuphead today after a very long time. I first I got to the devil in April of last year, and then I never touched it again. But I finally finished off the devil. I finally beat Cuphead after almost a year. So that's pretty fun. Like Cuphead's actually like such a good game. Like goddamn, bro. It's actually so good. It's not the best game. It's not, I wouldn't say it's like one of my favorite games of all time, but it's really good and really unique. And also, I'm hyped for the Cuphead show that's coming soon on Netflix. Hopefully it's good. It looks pretty good, so maybe this will be the second ever really good video game adaptation. If it sucks, oh well, you know. But that's something I've also wanted to watch. I think I've talked about it here before, but even though I have no interest in League of Legends whatsoever, I do want to watch Arcane, and I mean everyone says it's like really fucking good, so I do want to watch that. One more anecdote. This will be a short one this time. I tried durian for the first time a few days ago, and it wasn't like fresh durian, so it wasn't like the full experience, but I got the gist of it. It was pretty smelly. It wasn't that bad because it was dried, but you still could smell it. But it's definitely a very interesting taste. I liked it, but my mom and my brother did not. My dad did though. But it's a very weird fruit. It's the only fruit that I've tried that I can describe as meaty. Maybe that sounds like really disgusting to you. Like it kind of tastes like meat, like garlicky meat, and it's really weird, but I did enjoy it. It definitely is a very weird taste. I do want to at some point try fresh durian to get the full experience, and because I think it would also be good because I like the dried durian. We have Chinatown. There's durians there supposedly. I don't know when I'd ever go there and get one, but it's something that I might do. Yeah, I think that's it for anecdotes. Nothing else really that interesting has happened since last time. Maybe there have been interesting things that I've just forgotten about, but if I forgot about them, then how are they important or interesting, you know? Well, you know what I've also been into recently, to my dismay? And that'll make sense when I say what it is. I'm sure you've seen him. You know those Mr. Incredible becomes uncanny memes that have been everywhere for a while? Sometimes there are some like horror ones about disturbing videos or things like that. And sometimes I get curious and I look into them, and I can't sleep the following night. It's like, I don't know why, but I'm just really drawn to horror stuff, even though like I hate the feeling of being jump scared. Like there's something about horror that really entices me for some reason. Like I hate the feeling of getting jump scared. I know people are like, it's adrenaline, it feels good. It does not feel good to me. But there's so much horror that's so interesting, whether it be like true crime or a disturbing deep web game, or like just creepy videos that exist on the internet. It's just really fascinating to me, to my dismay, because like, you know, I look up a video that I'll probably be too scared to watch. I watch it like super minimized screen, looking off in another direction. The headphones like away from my ears. But I don't know. There's something wrong with me. I don't know why I'm so into this horror stuff. Like, I found out about this dark web game called Sad Satan. That shit's fucked up, man. It's like actually like there's gore and nice good old CP. And it's just so messed up, but it's so interesting because it's so mysterious. And I watched a video on it, and of course to contribute to the atmosphere, you gotta make it like on October 31st, 1987, there was a mysterious fast food chain with friendly looking animatronics. But one day, something happened. Something happened that, like, of course, I can't do the horror voice. That's like corpse husband, like, on that day. That's just Batman. But you know, it's just so interesting to me that I can't not like at least check it out. No, normally I just don't end up watching the video, but it's just so scary. To the point where, like, at night, of course my brain does this. My brain plays the Sonic EXE Green Hill Zone theme on repeat whenever I'm alone in the dark, or like, you know, like these past few days I've had to like listen to like cheerful anime soundtracks or like comfy ASMR while I sleep so that I can sleep. But oh bro, like there's just something about horror, especially analog horror, like Local 58, and not so much Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, but like that kind of feeling, and like Salad Fingers and the Walton Files. It's just really interesting, but it scares the shit out of me. I know this is why people like horror, but like I don't like jump scares, so it's like I can't fully enjoy it, even though I'm so interested in it. And it's like my brain's just fucked up, man. My brain's just all fucked up. Anyway, that's the end of today's episode. As always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I will try to post these more consistently, but as I said, like, you know, school stuff, and like I'm not promising anything. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.